Good morning, everyone. I guess I should say good afternoon. It's Monday, March 21st, 2022. Ontario has finally lifted their mask mandate. Yay! So we're just going to give a few minutes, wait for some people to come in, and then we'll get started. I hope everybody had a great weekend. YouTube streets have been crazy all week. And we're going to talk about some of the stuff that went on. So grab your coffee, your whatever you're drinking, your smokes. Grab a good comfy chair to sit in, and we're going to have a little chit chat. As soon as I can find my... Sorry, I'm just... For anybody coming in, just let me know that you're here. I'm just trying to pull up YouTube on my phone so I can read comments. Hey, Justine. Hey, girl, I will try my best to make it to your live. Okay, I hope you can. Where am I? There I am. Good morning, everyone. We got Fonda Cheeseman and Justice, I don't know how you say your... All right, so it was a busy weekend in YouTube streets. I have some scribbles on paper here that are not in order, so you'll have to bear with me. So the big topic right now is Jose, and that Justice for All and ICU tracked him down and finally got a hold of him and interviewed him. And from that interview, when I left the interview, I felt 75% of what... Morning, Kitty. Of what he had said to be truthful. Now, then I went over it again because I have to watch videos a couple times to get everything because it's so much at times. So I did feel 75% truthful first watching it. And then once everything starts sinking in and you watch it again, I come up with a lot of questions like everybody has. So, Jose, to me, and from the Justice for All interview, he gave me an insight, a summer like nobody has. I actually got to mentally visualize Summer and how she really was, more than from what her mom has said, what her grandmother has said, what Don has said. He made her come to life, I guess you want to say. So I was glad for that. I was glad that that somebody that knew Summer could talk about her in such a loving, positive way. Her mother can't even do that, in my opinion. So anyhow, yeah, he humanized her, very much so, yes. We got to know her as a person just from a paragraph of what he had said about Summer. Candace couldn't do that. Dawn couldn't do that. And well, Grandma, she doesn't really talk a lot, so she can't do that either if she can't talk about her granddaughter being missing. And yes, I can see her being triggered from her own daughter being missing, but she should realize how Candace is feeling then. But there's no connection there. Like there's no loving, comforting connection between Grandma Candace and Candace regarding Summer, in my opinion. All right, so Jose said that he was there for 6 months. We're like, wow, 6 months. That's a lot of intake, so to speak, living there with Dawn and Candace and the kids. So he would know what was going on a daily basis and how Dawn treated the kids, how Candace treated the kids, how the boys treated Summer, how Summer treated the boys, what Summer did, and etc. But then we come to learn that Jose possibly was not there for 6 months, as he said, that he could only have been there possibly between a month to 3 months, max. Now, whether that's true or not, no one really seems to know, but this is the timeline that we're trying to narrow down. We're trying to find out the time Jose was there until Jose left. Now, I was on Purple Knight's channel yesterday when all this took place. Well, prior to it all taking place, basically. And I got to ask Andrew Hiltz a couple questions. Well, he was on panel as well. So, my questions, I'm sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. Gotta keep me on track, guys. So, ouch. Just gotta get comfortable here. I'm sitting on the couch and I'm trying to get my office set up, but I have to get a few more items to be comfortable in the room because it's just like a solarium. And it's cold in there right now, so because of the winter. All right. So 6 months to 6 months to a month to 3 months. So Jose has been there. Jose said that the basement door, so this is the basement door, that the lock did not work, that the kids had either tried to jam a key in the hole that was not the right key, and it could have wrecked the interior part of the keyhole, so that any key would not work, even the original key, which they could not find, allegedly. So they had a blue sofa that had been put against that door. Now, Jose says that couch was put there to keep the kids from getting outside. So when he said kids, he included Summer and the boys, because I guess that's what they used to do, and they didn't want that for some strange reason, which, yes. But it's a $10 lock. That's all you got to do is go buy a doorknob with a lock. It doesn't take, I can change a doorknob. It takes me a while, but I can do it. Anyhow, so there was a blue couch. Jose did say that that couch was moved when he was there so that Dawn could bring in firewood, because there was a fire place downstairs that heated the whole house, and that there had been holes drilled in the floor of the upstairs so that the heat from the downstairs fire would rise up through these holes and heat the interior upstairs. All right. So we have the blue couch in front of the door because the lock was broken. We have the blue couch moved because Dawn allegedly was bringing in firewood. Now, do we know? I'm assuming that the blue couch would have been put back, but it was not stated. So there's that. And when the walkthrough with Chris Madonna, you don't see a blue couch in front of the door. And Jose said that Summer can unlock and open doors. Because he said that one morning he had gotten up, I guess to go to the bathroom, and he seen the front door, not the basement door, but the front door opened. And he went out to see why it was opened, and he seen Summer on her swing. Now, he states this was at 7:30 in the morning while everybody else was asleep. So, whether that is truthful or lie, I have no idea. I'm just going by what Jose has said. He talked about the bathroom and not having walls, and that they use 2 lady dressers, which are the long 6-drawer dressers on top of each other with a blanket, to be a wall for some kind of privacy. Well, honey, it's called tack up curtains around that one area so that no one can see anything going on in the bathroom. Now, okay, I'm going to say, single mom here. I have 4 biological children. And when I had my stepchildren living with me when they were younger, we had 1 bathroom. So there was 8 of us in 1 bathroom. And I'm going to tell you, it was an open door policy. We knocked, but if we weren't, like if someone was in the shower and my son was in the shower, say I had to go to the bathroom, I'm sorry, but I'm going to use that bathroom. I only have the one, So, so did you guys go watch? I don't know what videos you guys have watched on the Jose matter, or even Andrew. So my question is, was CPS involved with the Wells prior to Summer gone missing? Why did Dawn and Josie go to Utah? Was something happened? Did something happen that he ended up taking Josie with him to Utah? Because that never came out. That hasn't come out yet either. But back in my little mind here, I'm thinking the reason why Dawn and Josie went to Utah is because something happened possibly to do with Josie. And I don't know. Just a thought that's been sitting in the back of my mind for the longest time. Okay, what else? Oh, Justice for All did say that Jose, that he gave Jose a couple creators' names for him to watch prior to coming on the interview, so that Jose would know sort of what's going on, like why we call Grandis, and so forth. So I'm going to clear that out of the way because people are saying, well, you know. So also, someone mentioned to me, well, actually it was on someone's live, and I apparently don't have it written down what live it was. So normally I have it written down, but I don't this time, I guess. Okay, so, the summer vacation that when they went to, I guess it was Gatlinburg that they went to, was Jose at the Wells house at that time? Was that prior to him arriving? Because Jose said he left, I'm going to say 3 weeks. 3 weeks after Dawn arriving home. And we figured Dawn arrived home around the 10th of October because the October 14th was the 911 call with a domestic where Jose got his tooth chipped and Dawn went to jail and Candace did the protection order because Jose said that he was there, that Grandma and himself had to help Candace fill out the paperwork for the order of protection, which was then canceled. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to talk too much on the red truck thing that Dawn apparently used to drive. I could care less about that. I don't really think that the red truck, in my opinion, at this time, this far into the case, has anything to do with it. Because everybody in that neighborhood, in that holler, drives a red truck of some sort. God, I've never seen so many red trucks coming out of the woodwork in my entire life. Also, someone mentioned if Dawn did call 911 while leaving work when he was in Jonesboro, which is Sullivan County, did the Sullivan County dispatcher's office pick up the call and then transferred it to Hawkins County? Or did he just talk to Sullivan's County 911 dispatch? We don't know that yet, but there's that question. I think that girl came up with that question, which I did have written down. You guys, come on, talk to me. All right, so then we get the kitten story, which I'm not really going to go over because I think it's been debunked from our gray and white kitten to an orange tabby, which apparently is still there. And I'm not going to get into that because it was kind of triggering story, in my opinion. So now we're going to get into the part of, did Candace and Hunter really have a sexual relationship? Did Candace take Hunter's virginity? And I'm going to call him Hunter because he is 16. We all know who he is. I'm not showing a picture of him. I just stated his name. I can say H if you prefer. That's not a problem. Now, Andrew said that he was waiting for a phone call from the police regarding pressing charges on Candace. Now, I was assuming it was pressing charges for sexual assault, but then I come to learn that Allie and Andrew were talking about pressing charges for the alcohol and drugs. So I don't know anything about that. Anybody in chat know? Let's see what I got going here. Sorry, guys. Okay, so now we're at Andrew and his crew, Jeffrey and all the kids and Jose, and they're moving. Thanks, Kitty. So they're moving from New York to Tennessee. It is roughly a 12-hour drive. Andrew said to me yesterday that they had rented a minivan, they had rented a U-Haul truck, and that there was a car that someone was driving, presumably their own car. So there were 6 kids and five adults. Actually 7 adults, but two of the adults weren't staying down in Tennessee. So they were just driving there, and then I think the other one was driving their car back, and then the U-Haul truck back. I don't know how that, or the van, one or the other. I'm not sure. So if I'm packing up my family, I have 6 kids, 4 biological, 2 step. So that's 6 beds. And then you have the adult beds. And then you would have, say, like a couple TVs. You would most likely have a couch, a recliner, knickknacks, bookcases, like furniture jammed into that truck, I would assume. But according to Andrew, that they had left a whole lot of stuff behind. That's a whole lot of, well, unless their stuff was not comfy, I don't know what to say. But I'm packing everything I own. And what I don't want, I'm going to ditch. I'm not going to leave it where I lived, because then you would be charged with an emptying fee, or there's a fee called here. I don't know what it's called, but there is a fee that if you leave your belongings in an apartment, that they can charge you for disposal fee. We come to find out that Jose was not in North Carolina, but in South Carolina, Rock Hill. That's where Grandma had dropped him off. So I don't know why North Carolina was said. And then you hear Andrew say that, oh, Jose's in the Philippines, travels a lot. I mean, I would love to go to Alaska, but anyhow. So Andrew says that Jose mailed Jeffrey his phone and a $600 check. But Jose said that he chucked his phone and went off grid. Now, I don't know what kind of phone he had, but so 2 years ago, I don't know what the top phone would be, some kind of iPhone. I couldn't afford to chuck just any phone. I would turn it off maybe, or cancel my phone plan, but I sure in the heck wouldn't be throwing my phone away. Unless, of course, it wasn't, if it was cracked or it wasn't, doing what it needed to do. But Andrew said that it was mailed to Jeff. So I'm kind of iffy on that. I don't know if that's true or not true. Sorry, message came in. Okay, so then where are we here? So we went from, so Jose went from New York to Tennessee to Alaska and possibly the Philippines. But he said that he was in New York, Tennessee. I don't even know if he said if he was in Alaska. Now, from what I understand, Jeffrey did say that he was working at a fish cannery in Alaska. That he was a reference for him, hence why he opened up his phone when he said that he got the phone in the mail, and that the package said that it was from Alaska. Receipts, buddy. We need receipts. Oh, and speaking of receipts, I asked Andrew about the receipts for the rental of the house. He said that he could not give up the receipts to that right at this point because Jeffrey said that him and the landlord are in a sorry, brain fart here, sorry, that they are in going through court. I can't remember the exact wordage, but they're going through court. So I said to him, can Jeffrey not show the receipts and redact the company's name? And all we need to see is the date. Jeffrey's name, I guess, would have to be on there. The date and the amount. We don't need to know the company if they're going through a legal issue, right? And that's just my opinion. Now, Jose said that he did, that the FBI did talk to him for about 4.5 hours. My question to that is, if this was all in 2020, a year prior to Summer Gone Missing, why would the FBI track down and question Jose Roman, if he wasn't even part of the picture at that time? But they never tracked down or questioned Andrew Hiltz, who is H's dad, and H was one of the last persons to see Summer alive that day. But yet they're talking to Jose, who hasn't even been around Tennessee area allegedly for a year at least. So I'm wondering if Jose has something relevant to this case that we don't know. Maybe there was more to it that he has not let us know. Sorry, just flipping through my pages. Oh, and I know I'm sorry, don't mean to go back and forth. But Sonia, which is Don Wells' biological sister, she said that Don and Josie were in Utah for 5 to 6 months. She said closer to 5 months. And that she herself was making sure that Josie was doing his online schoolwork. So Candace said Don was away for 9 months in Utah. But Josie was seen in a Facebook photo of him catching his first fish. And that was June of 2020. June of 2020. Because, yeah, okay. I had to make sure I was talking the right year. Oh, and I don't know if you guys know, but Michelle After Dark, I think it was Michelle. Yeah, it was Michelle. She has a clip on one of her things, on her videos, and it's Ansley Daniels' statement. She was saying that Candace told Ansley Daniels that Summer was outside and that Candace was inside. And when she came back out, she was gone. Pardon? Candace said that Summer was inside this whole time to us. And now Ansley Daniels is saying that Candace told her that Summer was outside and that Candace was inside. I'm so confused. Like, there's so many players, so many twists, and it makes my brain ache some days. Okay, so do you guys have anything that you want questioned or answered that I might not know or might know? I'm just reading through some of my notes here, making sure. Oh. So Jose told a couple stories about sitting at the kitchen table having a few drinks that I guess Candace had spilled the beans about being sexual with Hunter, and that the boys had watched someone in Allie's family that's a female having sex with another male downstairs, and the boys were watching through the holes in the floor. But that kind of mind boggled to me. I'm like, wow. So as for Jose's criminal record, we know that 24 years ago, he did 3 years, 1 year consecutive after another for possession of drugs. He did it was a Class D felony, 3 years at Rikers, and he said that was 24 years ago. So, but there was nothing else new on his record. There's no, he's not an SO. It's not the same person. So, we all know that. Now, Jeffy did show a receipt for the minivan. I think it was the minivan rental or purchase. I'm not sure if it was a purchase or if it was a rental. But you really couldn't see the dates on it too clear. Did see something about September 16th or 17th, but I cannot really verify the actual date. So the only really good thing for me, um, the only good thing that Jose really said to me in this, um, for me anyhow, he he humanized Summer. So we got to really know what kind of child she was. Finally, after 9.5 months, we know what Summer was like. We all speculated what she was like and what she could be like, but we never see her talking. We always, you know what I mean? But the way Jose tells it, it's like you're watching a story. Like you can visualize how Summer is more so than you could when her parents talked. Okay, so Jose goes off grid as soon as he leaves Tennessee. He comes back on grid the week Summer got gone. He tries to reconnect with his son. He leaves him a message. His son calls him back. He says, Dad, the FBI are here and they want to talk to you. If I get a phone call out from one of my kids saying the FBI wants me, I'm like, what for? Like, you know? So that was 8 days after Summer went missing. So I don't understand why the FBI or TBI need to speak to Jose regarding Summer's case when they couldn't even do that with Andrew Hiltz. And he's a dad of he's the dad of H, who was there the day Summer got gone. Just everybody lies. There's too many lies. Jose's not answering the questions the way people want them answered. I just don't, and then you got prior to Don leaving to go to jail, he's the spokesperson for the family, but he wasn't even there all day. Allegedly, he was at work, according to him. Oh, crap. Sorry guys, hang on 1 second. Ugh. There we go. Did I kick myself out? No, okay. So Don was a spokesperson for his family. Now that he has gone to jail, Candace has a YouTube channel. Grandma Candace is giving a TV interview. It's like, oh, we got freedom to speak. We don't have Mr. Big Don Wells saying, no, we can't talk. Is that the whole reason why Candace never spoke prior? Is because Don kept saying, I'll do the speaking? Like, I don't understand. Does anybody want to come up on panel and talk about what they know or want to know about, or you just want to keep me rambling on? I don't mind rambling some days. Oh, sorry, totally gapped on this. We also found out from Jose that Summer has walked off prior. Why would Dawn and Candace say that she would never do that? But she's done it at least twice or more when Jose was there. You're not getting notifications when I'm live? Did you unsub and then resub back, maybe? That might help it. I'm not sure. I hope. Please, I'm still small channel, very small channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It's free. Like, share, leave a comment. They're all free. It helps get my videos out into the YouTube algorithm. All right, Kitty. If you have a problem, let me know. I know I was having some problems with some of notifications as well from other people's. So they told me to unsubscribe, refresh, and then to subscribe back. And then I had no problem. So, so we learned that Summer did like to walk off, but we hear Dawn and Candace say, "Oh, she would never do that." But yet Jose said that Summer had walked to. Now I don't know what neighbor they were talking about. It sounded like it was behind them. I guess if she walked, I guess it was a pathway she had taken, and they found her by somebody else's house. Which house, I'm not too sure. But I know Jose said something about a copperhead snake. And when he said that, I got thinking back from like the beginning when this all started. Everybody was talking bears and whatever wildlife would be out there. But if Summer had gotten bit by a copperhead and Candace found her and put her in the truck to take her down or take her to the hospital, she might not have, depending on, I don't know how poisonous copperheads are. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're poisonous, right? Maybe that's how Summer died. And instead of taking her to the hospital, even though she had passed, the hospital would have put it off. Oh my God, she had a snake bite. That's what she died from. Why hide that? So I was a believer of abduction in the beginning. And when this came out about Summer wandering off a few times when Jose was there, and then hearing Candace and Dawn say, "Oh no, Summer would never walk off. She would never do that. She's scared of everything." I'm thinking now that Summer did walk off, and Dawn was right. Summer's downfall was being outside. And unfortunately, Summer possibly could have walked away or ran away. We'll say walk away, but I'm thinking run away. Sorry. From the property. She could have went down that driveway. She's gone down it before because Dawn brought her back up, smacking her butt when Jose was there. But if she had gone down that driveway and kept walking, and if somebody was driving through, like, say, maybe Sherfy Jr., maybe he was driving through from visiting his dad and his girlfriend at her house and picked Summer up. We don't know. No one knows. But could be a possibility. Everything's a possibility because we don't know the true timeline of events from the moment that the Wells got home to the moment that Summer went missing. We don't know the exact timelines except for when the 911 dispatch call was put in. We haven't heard it yet. We probably won't hear it until if it goes to trial or if they find Summer. And yeah. So right now, my theory is that Summer did walk away from that property. And I'm going to say if Summer walked away at, I'm going to say 4 o'clock, and Candace didn't notice that Summer had walked away until 5:30. And then all starts. So that's an hour and a half that she's gone, already walking. But then you come back and you're like, but there was 2 or 3 sets of footprints on different properties that were to be alerted by dogs to be Summers. But they could not definitively pick up an adult print because according to Ali, or according to somebody, I can't remember off the top of my head, who, but all the search workers' shoe prints and everything were in the mix of the bare footprints of alleged to be Summers. So that kind of muddied any possible suspect footprints because of all the police and search activities going on. Activities. What kind of language is that? Sorry, guys. I don't know. So that's what I've gotten so far. If I'm hoping that it made some sense. If something didn't make any sense and you need me to clarify something, please let me know. I will definitely try to clarify it if something does not make sense or if I had said something wrong. But that's all I have for now. Kitty, you still with me, hun? Trying to get my watch hours up. I still got 2K to go. I'm halfway there. So, if anybody's watching this on replay, please watch my other videos and so I can get my watch hours up. I really need them to go up. So that's all I have for right now, guys. Thank you for spending 50 minutes with me. And I guess I will catch you all on my next live. I never really know. I try to put up at least an hour in advance. I try for when I'm going live. But once again, thank you for being here with me, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Until next time. Bye-bye.